And as you glance up to check if there's any more, you see, to your utter horror, just beyond the town gate is a large group of goblins and hobgoblins heading straight for you.
Oh,
After travelling for 2 days, you and Wrenick have found yourself approaching the outskirts of the small town of Phandalin. You've been joined by the bookstore owner, Hanan Haraf, who is just as eager to discover the secrets of Gungeon's map, but for, entirely different reasons besides Skyden's greed.
Oh, that's not nice, is it?
Okay, boss, is there anything else you need to get from Barthens or Cramax when we arrive?
Nah, we're good, Wrenick. I got everything before we left.
Did you remember, shovels and picks?
Why do we need shovels and picks? What do you think we're doing?
Oh, you don't know. We might have to dig our way through a tunnel. We might have to deal with cave-ins. You don't know, and it's better to be prepared. Speaking of, did you get any health potions from Ash Wonders before we left?
You like Aunt Bessie? No, I've still got 3 left.
Oh, I suppose that's going to have to do. It's a bit low. Maybe we should stop at Cramax.
Oh, sorry about this, Hanan. He's like Mother Hen, innit?
He does seem to be an overly worrisome individual, yeah.
Yeah, stop jinxing us, will you, Wrenick?
And as you say this, you approach the main gate to the town, and you can't help but notice that there's a gigantic barricade blocking your way.
You what?
And there appears to be several dead goblins scattered around the ground.
Oh, this is a bit crap, innit? What the hell's going on here?
And as the 3 of you try to piece together what has actually transpired here, you hear a familiar voice shout from the other side of the barricade.
Who goes there?
And you look up and can see Cramak.
Cramak? What's going on?
Skyden, what the blazes are you doing back here?
And with that, Cramak and a couple of townsfolk move the barricade to one side to let your cart through before quickly placing it back across the town gate.
So what's been going on, Cramak?
Revenge.
Revenge? For what?
For killing the Cragmore King. An Orc Warchief from somewhere up north has been trying to take over what's left of the clan, and he's been using the death of the king to motivate what's left. They've been raiding us every night this week. We've had to set up defences around the old town.
Oh, how's that been working out for you?
It's been awful. Toblin, the innkeeper, was killed last night.
That's terrible news, isn't it, Wrenick?
Yeah, my heart is inconsolable and my day is ruined. Suddenly, a barrage of arrows flies overhead as Cramak screams out,
Incoming! Quick, take cover!
Wrenick, whatever you do, keep Hanan safe. He's the only one that can read the map.
Save the guy that can read the treasure map.
Yeah, dead
Forget
right.
yourself, just save the guy that can read it.
Dead right. Right, I'm going to get my crossbow out, and what I want to do is I want to get up to that ledge up there so I can see what's going on.
So you rush up the ladder, up to the balcony, and just as you reach the top, the 2 guards that were keeping watch up there drop to the ground as arrows have impaled them from all angles. And you can see 3 Goblin Archers all spread out in the area, all looking at you and all aiming their bows.
Oh, it's a bit pants up here, isn't it? Everyone's dropping dead. Right, what I want to do is, I want to aim for one of them goblins over there, because he's right in front of me.
Okay, roll to hit.
18.
Oh, that hits. Roll damage.
8 points of damage.
Okay, so Skyden, how would you like to kill this creature?
Well, my arrow goes flying through the air, stabs him right in the heart, and he just drops dead.
Oh my god, quick, efficient, non-gory. Are you feeling okay?
Fine. In control.
Okay, so I guess now is as good a time as any to roll initiative. So, first up we have Wrenick, who's gonna look over towards Hanan, put his arm out, say, right, Hanan, you stay here, I'm gonna go up there, see if the boss needs a hand, alright? Boss, everything going okay up here?
Well, it's a bit tricky up here, Wrenick.
Right, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. And he's gonna spot the goblin behind the bushes in front of him, and he's gonna cast Sacred Flame. So the goblin has to do a dex save. He does not succeed at all. So now let's roll damage. Ooh, 6 points of damage. And as this goblin is engulfed in sacred flames, he stumbles to one side and lands in the flames of the bush that's on fire, dealing an extra 2 points of damage. And as the flames engulf this poor wretched creature, the shock absolutely ripping through its heart, causing him to drop dead on the spot. So we're going to end Wrenick's turn there, and that brings us up to Skyden. What would you like to do?
I'm going to point my crossbow to him over there near that tree, and I'm going to go straight for his brain.
You know goblins do have other body parts other than brains.
I don't want to damage him. I want him to drop dead.
Okay, roll to hit.
16.
That definitely hits. Now roll damage.
7 points of damage.
Skyden, how would you like to kill this creature?
Oh well, my crossbow goes flying across the air and it impales into the front of his head and his brain just splatters inside.
Lovely, I see the gore's returned.
Obviously.
So the last goblin falls, and as you glance up to check if there's any more, you see, to your utter horror, just beyond the town gate is a large group of goblins and hobgoblins heading straight for you.
Oh shit.
Quick, everyone back to the main barricade. So, you run as fast as you can down the main street of Phandalin, where another barricade has been set up, and as you take cover behind it, you look back and see the Cragmore forces heading towards you led by a snarling, hulking orc. So now, we roll initiative. Okay, so first up we have one of the hobgoblins who's going to pull out their shortbow, notch an arrow, aim at the guard on the barricade. Ooh, 19, that definitely hits. Let's see how much damage he does. Ooh, 8 points of damage. The arrow goes flying through the air, pierces straight between the eyes of the guard, and their body just drops dead to the ground.
Oh, that's a bit nasty, isn't it? Oh my god, I hope they're not this good all the way through. We're dead. We're doomed. We're doomed.
Wrenick looks over to you. I've got a bad feeling about this, boss.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there this time, Wrenick. So have I.
And for his movement, he's going to duck behind the ruins of a building towards the side, just to try and stay out of the way of any stray arrows that might come his way. And that brings us to Wrenick. He's going to get his crossbow out of his bag. He's going to load it up and point it at the goblin right in front of him. And he's going to try and take him out. 17, that definitely hits. So let's roll damage. Ooh, 8 points of damage. He takes his shot. It goes flying through the air straight into the goblin's chest, severing their arteries, causing him to drop dead to the ground. Yes! So for his bonus action, he's going to say, Boss, I got one.
Nice one, Wrenick.
And that is going to end his turn, bringing us to another hobgoblin who is going to try charging up around the side of the barricade to try and hop over the wall.
Oh, that's a bit sneaky.
So he's going to roll an athletics check to see how we do. 15, yep. That does it. He runs, hops onto the rocks beside him, pivots on the spot, jumps onto the rocky wall beside the barricade, and for his action, he's going to dash over towards the nearest guard. And for his bonus action, he's going to stare down at him and he's going to growl menacingly. That brings us up to the Orc Warchief.
Oh no, this guy's massive.
He's gigantic. So for his action, he's going to look at the remaining goblins around him, point towards the barricade that Cramac's behind, and he's going to shout at him, "Take that down!" So we're going to end his turn there for now, which brings us up to Skyden. What would you like to do?
Right, I'm going to turn on my feet. There's the hobgoblin. I'm firing at him.
Okay, roll to hit. So you load up the crossbow, aim it towards the hobgoblin, pull the trigger, but it jams.
Oh, biscuits. I'll just say to Wrenick, get your attention towards that hobgoblin.
He's going to look over to you. Oh, lovely. Great. Thanks for pointing that out, boss.
Yeah, well, we've got to get rid of him. We can't stay here.
So that's going to end your turn there?
Yep.
Okay, so next up we have one of the goblins, and they're going to rush straight towards the barricade to try and jump over it to get to the other side. But he's going to have to do one heck of an athletics check, so let's see how he goes. 11. So he rushes over towards the barricade, jumps onto the table that's been set up there, just slips at the last minute, ends up hitting face first into the ground just outside the barricade. And as he lands his face into the ground, he takes 4 points of damage. Next up, we have a Goblin Archer who's going to look at the barricade and he's going to aim for Skyden.
Oh, no, not me.
And you're behind cover as well, don't forget, which adds a +2 to your armor class. So let's see if he hits. 17 exactly. So let's roll damage. Ooh, So, as you're trying to attack the hobgoblin that snuck behind the lines, you just feel a piercing slice as this arrow cuts through you.
Oh, it's only 5 points of damage, I'm sorted.
And for his bonus action, he's just going to giggle sadistically to himself.
Oh, that's creepy.
That's going to end their turn, which brings us back up to the hobgoblin. He's going to look around the area to see if there's anywhere where he might be able to climb over to get onto the other side of the barricade. And he looks up and sees what used to be a window, and he's going to try and climb over it. So he's going to have to do an athletics check, so let's see how he does. 17, that'll do it. So he effortlessly climbs over this ledge, and for his movement, he's going to sneakily continue moving behind enemy lines. He can see Wrenick and Skyden up on a raised platform. So for his action, he's going to dash to get up closer to Wrenick. And for his bonus action, he's going to look at Wrenick, growl at the back of Rennick's head just to get his attention, so when he kills him, he can see the whites of his eyes. It's Rennick's turn now. So Wrenick is going to turn to the side to see this hulking great big hobgoblin standing next to him, and in a blind panic he's going to reach his hands out to try and grab hold of the hobgoblin, and as he does so he's going to try and cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh, that sounds good.
It does, doesn't it? So we have to roll to see if it hits.
21.
Oh, that definitely hits. Now let's see how much damage. 20 points of damage!
Wow!
So, as Wrenick grasps hold of the forearm of this hobgoblin, necrotic energy starts to seep all the way up the entire form of this hobgoblin, and within seconds, it's just a pile of dusty bones and old armour collapse on the ground in front of Wrenick.
That's so cool.
For his bonus action, he's going to turn around to you. Boss, they're getting through the barricade, we need to do something!
I know we do.
So we're going to end Wrenick's turn there, which brings us up to the other hobgoblin. So he's going to look at the guard right next to him. He's going to lift up his sword and just try and take a swing at him.
Oh, well, at least it's not me.
Oh, 19. Yeah, that definitely hits. Let's roll damage.
Oh, no.
11 points of damage. So he raises his sword up with both hands, brings it crashing down onto the shoulder as it slices him in two, killing him instantly. For his movement, he's going to rush over to Kramak.
Oh, no.
So that ends the hobgoblin's turn, which brings us up to the Orc Warchief. So, for their action and movement, the Orc Warchief is going to charge straight towards the barricade and try and jump over it, using the table and boxes in front to springboard over the top. So let's see how he does, shall we? That'll do it. So the orc charges forward, jumps onto the table, leaps onto the boxes, and using them as a springboard, catapults himself over the barricade, landing on the ground behind Kramak.
Oh, no, this is not good.
And that brings us up to Skyden.
I'm going to use my burning hands and I'm going to burn that orc to death.
Okay, so he has to do a dex save, I believe. So let's see how he does. Ooh, a 6.
Ah, great, he doesn't save
He
himself.
does not succeed. Let's see how much damage.
13.
You watch as the flames catch onto the fur parts of his armour, setting them ablaze and sending smoke billowing through the air. But the creature doesn't seem particularly phased.
Oh, right, I'm going to end my turn there because I'm staying exactly where I am.
Okay. And that brings us back up to the goblin who tried to jump over earlier and he's going to try climbing up over the barricade. So we're going to do a quick athletics check, see how he does. It's not this goblin's day. He reaches up, grabs hold of the box in front of him, he slips on the mud, banging his head on the corner of the box, dealing 3 points of damage. So as his head hits the corner of the box, it cracks his skull, goes straight into his brain, causing a hemorrhage, and he just dies from falling.
No way, he killed himself.
Killed himself.
Yes, that's what we like to see. I've never seen that before, but yes.
And that brings us back up to the Goblin Archer. He's going to try and take you out again. So let's see if he hits. 7 does not hit. He releases the arrow from his bow and it just impacts on the barricade beside you. Anyway, we're going to end his turn there. That brings us back up to Wrenick. Okay, so Wrenick's going to look at the situation, see that there's a hobgoblin getting awfully close to Kramak. So he's going to try and stop him in his tracks and he's going to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Oh.
So let's see how we do. 22, that hits. So let's roll damage. 17 points of damage. So as this bolt of light crashes down onto the hobgoblin, it just overwhelms every fibre of this creature. As their heart gives in, their brain stops, and they collapse to the ground.
He's like the hero of the day,
He's on fire.
isn't he?
And for his bonus action, he's going to try and cast Sacred Flame onto the orc.
Oh, he's doing super well. Go on, Wrenick.
So the orc has to do a dex save. Oh, which he does. He manages to dodge out of the way at the last possible second.
Oh, no, but he's still done super well, Wrenick. Oh my god, he's like the hero of the day.
Okay, so that brings us up to the Warchief. He's going to jump up onto the platform that you're stood on and try and take you out.
No way!
You're the bigger threat.
Oh,
You got flames and shit coming out your hands.
don't believe it.
And he raises up his club and is going to try and bring it crashing down onto your skull. So we're going to roll to see if he hits, first of all. 17. I do believe that hits. So let's see how much damage he does.
1.
Well, 5 total.
Not bad, 5.
So he brings his club down and just gets a glancing blow on the side of your head.
Nearly pierced my ears.
So with him barely glancing you on his first attack, he's going to do the second part of his multi-attack and try and hit you again.
No way, he's got a multi-attack.
He's got a multi-attack.
This is a bit disappointing. I thought I got away with it then. 21.
That definitely hits. So let's see how much damage this one does. 6 points of damage. So as you reeled from the first hit, you inadvertently lined up perfectly for the comeback hit, and it clocks you right on top of your head.
Ooh, am I bleeding?
A little bit. But that's going to end his turn there. And that brings us to Concussion Central, Skyden.
Right, okay, for my bonus action first, I want to take a health potion.
Okay, roll to see how much health you get back.
Okay. Oh, not bad.
8, not
Yeah.
bad at all. Okay, so you take a swig from your health potion, you start to feel a little bit better, a couple of the wounds start to heal up and close up.
Ooh, thank goodness for that. Right, what I'm going to do for my action is I'm going to try and finish him off with burning hands and just burn the sucker.
You're going for it again.
Going for it again. I've got another slot. I'm going for it.
Okay, so let's see if he manages to duck out of the way of this one. He fails.
Yes.
Now, roll damage.
14.
Not bad. You raise your hand up, flames come shooting out of your fingertips, engulfing his entire torso in burning anguish and pain.
Is he dead yet? Do I kill him?
Not quite, but he's looking bad. I mean, he's got burns all over his upper torso and arms. There's still some flames smouldering on his shoulder pads. He's not looking good.
Whose go is it now?
We've still got movement.
I'm better staying where I am.
Okay, so that brings us back up to Wrenick.
Come on, Wrenick.
And for his action, he's going to try and jump up onto the bar beside you so he can jump up higher and bring his warhammer crashing down onto the skull of the orc. He's going to have to do an athletics check followed by an attack hit. Ooh, nice. Okay, that works. Now let's see hit. Oh, 16 exactly. That hits. Let's see how much damage he does. 3 points of damage. But as Wrenick brings his warhammer crashing down, the skull splits into thousands of tiny little pieces, sending brain matter scattering around the area, killing the orc instantly. Finally, as the orc's hulking body collapses to the ground, the remaining goblins that are scattered around the battlefield turn around, look up at their fallen leader, and scurry away in panic and fear.
Yeah, come on, let's search the bodies.
What, you're just going to search the bodies straight away?
Yeah, dead right I'm going to. Can't leave these overnight. Cramak will get all the good stuff. Come on, Wrenick.
Okay, so you head over and start searching around the bodies.
Do we find anything good?
Well, from the various smaller goblins, you find a total of 10 silver and 1 gold piece.
Is that it?
Well, you also do find a really nice piece of string in one of the pockets.
You want knocking out. Piece of string.
From the hobgoblins, you find a total of 17 gold pieces, and in one of them you find an ornate silver ring.
Ooh, does it do anything?
No, it's just a silver ring.
No, this is worse.
And finally, on the orc,
Now this should be good because he's the boss man. Go on.
well, you find 3 pieces of platinum.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Anything else on him?
No, that's it, unless you want to look at the armour and the weapons.
We don't need it because it's just going to weigh us down. Leave that for Cramak because he can resell it.
Leave it for Cramak. Is this like a rare moment of generosity from Skyden?
Oh no, just don't want to weigh us down with all that shit. That's simple.
So, as you finish looting the bodies, Cramak comes over to you.
It's a good job you turned up when you did. That fight could have ended very badly. Thanks for looking out for me back there. As it turns out, you may have saved the town again.
All in a day's work, Cramak. All in a day's work.
What brought you back here anyway? I thought you were off somewhere following up on that map.
Because the guy you sent us to Waterdeep when he actually said we needed to be in Phandalin.
Oh, right. So you ended up going in a circle then? That's unfortunate. Well, if the map brought you here, I guess you're going to be heading off soon then.
Yeah, we are. But we're going to have a good night's sleep first, get our heads down and get a good rest, especially after this lot. So come on, Wrenick, let's go and get our heads down.
What, you just gonna go head off straight to bed?
Well, I've searched everyone, there's nothing else to do.
Well, don't you want to stick around, help the people of the town, tidy up a little bit?
I don't think so. We don't live here. I didn't put all this crap out here. And I'm certainly not touching any dead bodies. I haven't even got any rubber gloves. Oh, no, we're going to bed.
Okay, so after defeating the remaining Cragmore goblins, looting their bodies and saving the town of Phandalin, and also, checking to see if Hannon is still alive.
Oh yeah, forgot about him. That's your fault, all this battling. Is he alright? He's not dead, is he? Please tell me he's not dead.
Oh no, he's fine. He's a little traumatised, but he's alive and kicking, stood outside the Stonehill Inn.
Oh, well, thank goodness for that. After all that, I'd have cried if you'd have been dead. Right, come on, Wrenick, let's go and get some sleep.
So, and with that, you make your way inside the Stonehill Inn, presumably to just pick out the best room in the house.
I know, check it out, Wrenick. Any room you like.